Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 7 here on Talk 10 for 30. I hope everyone is doing well today. And maybe you're not doing so well. That's going to be the topic today. We can't have all good days. We can't have all good experiences. We just can't have simply, the satisfied life with no interruptions or no contrast. And I want you to sit with what is your relationship to challenging times, to challenging people, to challenging things in the workplace. I want you to sit with that today and really think about, how do I respond? What is my belief around contrast? Some people get really uncomfortable with conflict. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't like confronting someone if they disagree with, whether it be a viewpoint, whether it be work is coming up in terms of, let's say you disagree with a task or a colleague's approach, or maybe your boss is challenging you on something. And when you sit with yourself to say, well, how do I feel about this? And if you come to the conclusion that, well, I don't want to do it, or I don't like it, or it's against my values, or that's just not me. What do you do with that? What do you do if you are in contrast with your partner? How do you respond when you're challenged with your children? That's a big one for us parents. It's not easy being a parent, and especially in these times. They want to be independent. They want their voices. They want to be heard, which is great. However, many of us come from a generation that there wasn't room for, let's hear what your opinion is. Let me hear what you think about this. It's, you're going to do what you're told. And if you don't like it, too bad. And it worked for our parents, I suppose. And so, but we bring, and it's coming up for me here, because we were raised, many of us, in environments that did not welcome opinion and challenging the narrative of the household or that belief system. We sit here today as we're parents and grandparents and role models and leaders and coaches, and we have a difficult time that belief system is really ingrained in us. And so we want to avoid, or we become quite angry, say hurtful things. We project, because it's a sense of feeling out of control, getting back to that control piece. And we all want our voices heard. We all want our place in this big world, and we're entitled to that. But how we respond to it is going to set us up on that energetic receiving mode, per se. So if you are nasty and saying nasty things and projecting and really just setting an intention of, I'm going to be shady with this person, or it's going to come back to you. All right. And if we could really look at what our relationship is with contrast here, and sit with that awareness and how you're responding to this. What is this? What is associated with? Is it associated with fear? Is there a fear of losing something in this contrast? Abandonment. Abandonment's a big one, and I know it's a big one for me because I was abandoned as a child. So that story, even though I do have it in check most of the time, it still does come up for me. So if there is a challenging situation, and if I'm sensing that I'm going to be abandoned in that scenario, there's a feeling that just kind of goes into your nervous system, and you want to fight it, and sometimes that doesn't feel too good, the one on the receiving end. All right. Or that avoidance piece, like I spoke about. And remember what I said in earlier videos is anger really does come from a place of not knowing, that ignorance of it, and it's or that sense of losing control, okay, or not knowing. With many of us, like I said, we didn't have control as a child. We were told what to do, how to do it, who to speak with, what to study, what to learn, what religion, what everything was told to us. So trying to flip the switch a little bit here on humanity in general at this point. and so we also, if we look at contrast, and I know yesterday I spoke about when we are triggered, is there an opportunity there? We can't have a satisfied full life without some contrast. There has to be some comparison to say, oh, wow, like this is the experiences, this is the relationships, the type of opportunities that I don't want. And thankfully, I experienced that because now I know what I do want, and I'm doing things today to get me there, or I'm there. So we have to have that yin and yang. And when we are able to be grateful for the challenges in our life, although some of them are quite devastating, we can change the narrative on that with practice. I created a formula here. It's the FGM formula. And it's basically just a short tool in order for you to be aware of the contrast, what to find gratitude in, and what are you grateful in this scenario? Is there something you can find gratitude in this scenario, what you learned? And then, of course, what do you want looking forward, going forward? What do you want to manifest? What, again, it's those wants, it's those desires that I want to get that embedded into your beautiful minds. All right. So relationship with contrast, sit with that today. And if you want the formula, send me a message. I have no problem sharing with you. And have a great day. And I will connect with you tomorrow on day 8. Take care for now. Sending you all the love and all the light.